Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Ikjot Nursing Academy. Welcome you all, and today we are going to discuss one topic that is related to microbiology. Till now हमने जितने भी टॉपिक डिस्कस किए हैं वो साइकेट्रिक एंड साइकोलॉजी से रिलेटेड थे, बट आज हम एक नया सब्जेक्ट स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं दैट इज माइक्रोबायोलॉजी. दिस इज हेल्पफुल फॉर ऑल जीएनएम, बीएससी एंड पोस्ट बेसिक स्टूडेंट्स. In this video, in between I will tell you the importance and important questions which you will get in your exam. So please watch the video till end. If you like the video, please like it. Otherwise, if you want any changes or if you want any particular video, I will start preparing videos now again on my channel for all the subjects. If you need any one particular subject, so please let me know. I will do if I as soon as possible. So today we will start discussion on the topic that is introduction, that is first unit for all the classes to microbiology. So now we are going to start. Microbiology. What is microbiology? Microbiology is a scientific study of microorganisms. Like we are having different microorganisms is around to us. So it is a study of microorganisms. Microorganisms are those organisms which are too small to see by the naked eye. Means we can't able to see these microorganisms without assistance of any particular object or microscope or anything. So including what are these microorganisms, like bacteria, fungi and virus, or other than this protozoa, or many more are there. So microbiology studies these microorganisms using different tools like microscopes, genetics and culturing. Microscopes allow scientists to magnify microbial cells that are otherwise too small to see. Why we use microscope on most of the time when we study any bacteria or any virus? Because with the help of the microscopes we are able to see the particular virus or bacteria cells in our blood or in our culture, wherever we want to see. So today in first unit we will discuss the history related to microbiology, from first time who invented this and what are the particular dates and which are very important for your exam. Like in GNM, for the GNM students, most some questions are coming in the true false or MCQs. So it is very important question for the part of MCQs, the particular dates and who is the father of microbiology or bacteriology. So what is it? The history of the microbiology are three main scientists have a great contribution. So today we will discuss three main scientists. That first is Louis Pasteur, second is Robert Koch and third is Joseph Lister. Or first is Louis Pasteur, which is also known or recognized as father of microbiology. Father of microbiology, and his journey was from 1822 to 1895. Second is Robert Koch. Journey is from 1842 to 1910. It is also recognized as father of bacteriology because he invented the bacteriology. Last is Joseph Lister. So he 1827 to 1912, and it is also known as father of antiseptic surgery because he given us a antiseptic technique. So first is Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur contribute best in our microbiology, and what are their main inventions? What are the main inventions? That is sterilization. We study later on these techniques in our course. That is what sterilization, hot air oven, autoclave, anthrax vaccine, rabies vaccine, and built the Pasteur Institute. Means it's the first institute where the students start studying microbiology particularly. Pasteur coined the word vaccine. He coined the word vaccine, and he also coined that is vecca cow, that is a cowpox virus, are given for the prevention of smallpox. You all, I think so, heard about the smallpox, chickenpox, smallpox. So this is the preventive vaccine which he invented for the against the smallpox. Second, next is Louis Pasteur contributed the father of modern microbiology. It is also considered as a father of modern microbiology, and it is very important question, but who is the father of microbiology and modern microbiology? It always come in exam. Second is Robert Koch. Robert Koch is a German scientist and formulated the bacteriological techniques. What he did, the main work he did is that is the formulation of bacteriological techniques, staining methods, discovered the microbacterium and Vibrio cholera. These are the microorganisms which cause the diseases, like microbacterium cause the tuberculosis, and the Vibrio cholera is a causative agent for cholera. So he invented these two things, and it is all so recognized for one important part, that is Koch phenomena. Koch phenomena is one observation what he invented, that is he observed that guinea pigs already infected with tuberculosis bacilli. If the gonocoques are there and they are already infected with tuberculosis bacilli, responded with an aggravated inflammatory response. They will show inflammatory response when they injected with the tuberculosis bacilli. Means if we are giving tuberculosis bacilli from outside to these pigs, or the protein of bacillus to these pigs, what they show actually they are already infected with the disorder, already infected with the infection, and when we are giving more proteins of that particular or microbe, then also they will show what they will show, they will show the hypersensitivity reaction, that is inflammatory reaction. That inflammatory response is known as hypersensitivity reaction, which is known as Koch's phenomenon. And next thing is Koch postulates, and in this Koch postulate, what the Robert Koch did, he formulated the 4 criteria which to identify the causative agent of the particular disease. Means how we will get notify that this is a particular disease is caused by a particular organism. हमें कैसे पता चलेगा कि ये पर्टिकुलर डिजीज कैसे हो रही है, इसका पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म? तो हमारे पास कुछ स्ट्रेटेजी होनी चाहिए, तो ये पर्टिकुलर स्ट्रेटेजी 4 क्राइटेरियाज वही हैं. सो दैट इज the microorganism or other pathogen must be present in all cases of the disease. Means first thing जो उसने बोली थी, that is माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म और अदर पैथोजेंस जो हैं वो प्रेजेंट होंगे इन ऑल केसेस ऑफ डिजीज. अगर हमें कोई डिजीज हो रही है तो कॉजेटिव एजेंट उसका प्रेजेंट होगा, अदरवाइज हमें डिजीज नहीं हो सकती. सेकेंड इज द पैथोजन कैन बी आइसोलेटेड फ्रॉम द डिजीज्ड होस्ट. मीन्स हम पैथोजन को आइसोलेट कर सकते हैं और वी कैन ग्रो इन अ प्योर कल्चर. हम उसको प्योर कल्चर पे लैब में ग्रो करके चेक कर सकते हैं व्हाट दैट ऑर्गेनिज्म इज. हम आइसोलेट कैसे करेंगे? हम ब्लड सैंपल्स लेते हैं, पर्टिकुलर सैंपल्स लिए जाते हैं, कल्चर सैंपल्स लिए जाते हैं, थ्रोट स्वैब चेक करते हैं, ईयर से स्वैब्स लेते हैं, कल्चर जहाँ से भी हमें इन्फेक्शन मिल रहा है, ब्लड कल्चर्स होते हैं, यूरिन कल्चर्स होते हैं. मीन्स हम एक पर्टिकुलर पार्ट जो है इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन है उससे थोड़े से सेल्स लेके उनको आइसोलेट करके ग्रो करते हैं किसी और मीडियम पे और चेक करते हैं उस मीडियम पे कि हाँ ये पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म ही प्रेजेंट है, इसको यही डिजीज है पेशेंट को, तो वहां से हमें पता चल पाती है. सो फ्रॉम दैट पर्टिकुलर रिपोर्ट विल नोटिफाई अस कि हाँ यही पर्टिकुलर डिजीज है. नेक्स्ट इज पैथोजन फ्रॉम द प्योर कल्चर मस्ट कॉज द डिजीज when oculated into a healthy laboratory animal. मीन्स अगर हम सस्पेक्टेबल लेबोरेटरी एनिमल पे वो प्योर कल्चर जो है जो डिजीज कॉज कर सकता है उसको ऑकुलेट करेंगे हेल्दी पर्सन में, सस्पेक्टेड एनिमल में, तो वो क्या करेगा, डिजीज कॉज कर देगा. एक हेल्दी पर्सन है जिसमें कोई डिजीज नहीं है, अगर हम बाहर से उसमें प्योर कल्चर की फॉर्म में एक पैथोजन इंट्रोड्यूस कर देते हैं पर्सन के अंदर, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली, और एनिमल के अंदर, तो वो क्या करेगा, डिजीज कॉज करेगा. नेक्स्ट थिंग इज पैथोजन मस्ट बी री आइसोलेटेड. अब हम पैथोजन को री आइसोलेट भी कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम द न्यू होस्ट से, एंड शोन टू बी द सेम, हम उसको सेम शो करेंगे एज द ओरिजिनल ऑकुलेटेड पैथोजन. क्या शो करेगा, वो हमें सेम शो करेगा जैसे कि वो ऑकुलेटेड ओरिजिनल फॉर्म में था. अगर हम किसी पैथोजन को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे न्यू होस्ट में उसको इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं, तो वहां जाके भी उसके फीचर्स जो हैं वो सेम रहेंगे, चेंज नहीं हो जाएंगे. दिस इज द कॉज वर्क इन आवर microbiology. And third one is the third person which we study, that is contribution of Joseph Lister. And what he did, he specially introduced antiseptic technique in surgery by the applying postures work. means जो first postures work था, postures work क्या था, उसने sterilization techniques दी थी, ऑटोक्लेविंग की टेक्निक दी थी, इवन ही गिव अस हाउ टू यूज हॉट एयर ओवन एंड ऑल. सो उसने उसी वर्क को यूज करके एक नई चीज इन्वेंट की, दैट इज एंटीसेप्टिक टेक्निक इन सर्जरी. कि सर्जरी करते हुए हमें कैसे एंटीसेप्टिक टेक्निक को मेंटेन करना है. सो विद दिस वी कंप्लीटेड द मेन historical part of developmental part of microbiology. Now we are moving to a very important question which always come in exam of BSc, post basic, and even in GNM also. So that is importance and relevance to nursing. हम तो nursing के students हैं. Why we are studying microbiology as a subject in nursing? First year में, सबके first year में ये subject है. Why? So it's the microbiology is a subject which deals with microbes and their related concepts. First thing is, what is microbiology? It is the subject which deals with microbes. Microbes के साथ deal कर रहा है and with their related concepts, means how they grow and how they cause disease. So this is the first point. Second is, nurses are involved in controlling infection. We nurses are always involved in nursing care, so we are in controlling infection in hospital. So we don't want to spread the hospital infection, we want to control it. So nurses must know about microbiology. तो हमें पता होना चाहिए वो कैसे जो है disease causing agents है वो कैसे spread होगा. So for that we have to study microbiology in detail in our curriculum. So next is to know about harmful and harmless microorganisms to human being. कुछ organisms होते हैं जो हमारे लिए harmful नहीं है, कुछ organisms हैं जो हमारे लिए harmful हैं. Like for example, harmful तो आप सबको पता होगा बहुत सारे हैं, but there is one common example of a harmless microorganism, that is E. coli, which is present in our stomach. So but it is required in small amount. So it is a harmless microorganism. So we need to identify the difference, what is harmful or what is not harmful. So next is, nurses apply the microbiological knowledge in healthcare for drug production, diagnosis, and sterilization methods and cleanliness. So we are nurses, we need to apply the knowledge in our healthcare setting, like how we can produce the drugs, we have to know these things, how we can diagnose. So if we identify the microorganism, so automatically we able to formulate the diagnosis of a patient. So but the definite sterilization methods, autoclaving methods, how we need to maintain our cleanliness. So these all aspects we studied in microbiology. Nurses use hot water or antiseptic as a measure to sterilize the surgical knives, needles, scissors and other metal instruments. So we need to study microbiology. One last important thing, that is microbiology also give knowledge to nurses on how to handle a patient and his samples infected with a communicable diseases. Means sometimes we took patients sample, so how we have to maintain the and how we have to handle that particular sample, so we also not got infection from that samples, and others also will not get infections for that from that samples. So how we have to take care, handle and transport the infected samples which we are taking from the patients. So all these techniques we are studying in microbiology. This is the importance of studying microbiology in nursing. It is a very important question and it always come in exam. What is the relationship of microbiology to nursing? And sometime it is also came as importance of microbiology in nursing or relevance of microbiology in nursing. So with this we completed the first unit of microbiology. Thank you so much to all to listen for listening, and I tell everyone, please watch the video till the end to understand the concept. And if you don't like, if you want any change, then also you can tell me. Otherwise please subscribe my channel, like, and if you don't like, then also you can, I can get notified from that. Please press dislike button also, so I will make the changes what you want. Thank you so much for watching.